divisibility rules or the tests of divisibility. What are these divisibility rules? These are easily tested if one number can be exactly divided by another number or not. By using these rules, we can know whether a number is exactly divided. When we say exactly divided, means they don't leave any remainder, and the result we get is a whole number. So divisible by means when we divide one number by another number, the result is a whole number. So we can see here, if 15 is divided by 3, the result is 5. This 15 we can divide in 3 parts and each part will get 5. So 5 is a whole number. Now, but when 15 is divided by 2, when 15 is done into 2 parts, how much we can get? We'll get 7.5, 7.5, 2 parts. So it is not a whole number now. So this says that 15 is not divisible by 2 and 15 is divisible by 3. So to know more about these divisibility rules, let's meet Johnny and Ginny. Now Johnny and Ginny went to an amusement park. So in this park they went to a stall and got their coupons to visit the different stalls. So the lady in the stall told them about the lucky stalls. Now what are these lucky stalls? So she said you can get gifts as per your coupon numbers. So you just show them the coupon number. According to the numbers they will give you gifts. Now let's see. So Johnny and Ginny started. They moved to the counter number 1. They went to the first stall now. Here it is written all will get. That means whoever has a coupon, whatever the number may be, they will surely get gifts now. So both Ginny and Johnny, they will get the gifts here. Next, they move to stall number 2. Here it is written their coupon number must end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Now Ginny started checking her coupon. Now the coupon number says the last digit is 5. But the rule says here they must end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. But there is nothing like that in her coupon number. So she will not get any gifts here. Now let's check with Johnny. Now Johnny, the last digit of his coupon number is 0. So surely he will get a gift because it is ending with 0. The number ends with 0. As per the rule, they must end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So Ginny doesn't get any gift, but Johnny surely will get a gift here. Now moving on to stall 3. It says that the sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. So whatever the digits the coupon number has, we have to add them and see whether the sum is divisible by 3 or not. So Ginny started checking. So 9, 0, 4, 5. She started adding it. After adding it, she gets 18. Now it should be divisible by 3 or not, we have to check it. Now 18 comes in 3 table. 3, 6 are 18. So it is surely divisible. So surely she will get a gift. Now so Ginny this time gets a gift in stall 3. Now what about Johnny? He also starts adding it. So he gets 15. When he adds the digits of his coupon number, he gets 15. Now 15 is also divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15. So he too gets the gift. So both of them gets the gift at stall number 3. Now moving on to stall number 4 now. Now what does this say? It says that the last 2 digits of the number must be divisible by 4. Now let's check. Now the last 2 digits of coupon number of Ginny is 45. Now 45 is not divisible by 4 because we know it. 45 is not means 4 11s are 44, 4 12s are 48. So 45 never is not a multiple of 4 actually. So Ginny will not get any gifts at stall number 4 because the last 2 digits of her coupon number is not divisible by 4. Now let's check with Johnny. Now Johnny, the last 2 digits of his coupon number is 40. Now 40 is divisible by 4, surely 4 10s are 40. So he will get a sure gift from stall number 4. Now moving on to stall number 5. This says that they must end with 0 or 5. So if the coupon number ends with 0 or 5, they will get surely gifts now. So Ginny took out her coupon number. Now the last digit is 5. So surely she will get a gift from stall 5. And what about Johnny? His number is also ending with 0. Now he also gets a gift from stall number 5. So both of them get gifts from stall number 5 because they either end with a 0 or with 5. Next, moving on to stall 6. This says that they must be divisible by both 2 and 3. Now, whatever the coupon number is, it should be divisible by 2 and also by 3. So, Ginny started checking her number. First is divisible by 2, and we know that for 2 the test is the last digit. It should be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Now it is 5. So it is not divisible by 2. So she tried with 3 now. With 3 it is divisible. As we have seen earlier, in 2 it is not divisible, but 3 it is divisible. Now Johnny tried the same thing. He first checked for 2. Now the last digit is 0. So yes, it is divisible by 2. Now he tried for 3 by adding the digits. He got 15, and 15 is divisible by 3. So here we see that Ginny, the number what she has is divisible by 3 but not by 2. But Johnny, both are, the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So he has got a double okay now. So this says that Ginny is not going to get any gift here because the number is not divisible by both 2 and 3. It is only divisible by 3. But Johnny gets a sure gift because his number is divisible by both 2 and 3. That means it is divisible by 6 also. Next, moving on to 7. Now in stall number 7, it is a bit odd number. So that rule is also something different in the stall 3. It says that the difference of twice the last digit, twice means 2 times the last digit and the remaining number means after taking out the last digit, whatever the number remains, if you subtract them, it should be divisible by 7. Now it's a complicated one. Let's check it how Ginny counts it. Now Ginny has the number 9045. Now the last digit is 5 here, so 2 times, twice the last digit. So twice the last digit means 5 2s are 10. Next, the remaining number is, see, if we take out 5, the remaining number is 904 now. Now we are just subtracting 904 and the twice the last digit. So 904 we are subtracting and 10. So the difference of 904 and 10 is 894. Now 894 is also a 3-digit number. Let's repeat the same step again. We can repeat it until we get an answer. So what she did now, she took the last digit of 894. Now last digit again doubling. So 4 2s are 8 now. Now if I take out 4, the remaining is 89. So 89 minus 8. Now 89 is the number after taking out 4 in the second step. And 8 is the number when double the last digit of 894. So now when we subtract 89 and 8, we get 81. Now is 81 divisible by 7? There is no chance because 7 11s are 77 and 7 12s are 84. So 81 doesn't come in 7 table. So Ginny is not going to get any gifts at stall 7. Now the same steps Johnny also followed. Now what he got, the last digit is 0. So 0 2s are 0. And if I take out 0 from the number, it is left with 384. Now subtraction, 384 minus 0, we get 384 again. Next, from this 384, if I take out the last digit and multiply by 2, so that becomes 4 2s are 8. Now the remaining number is 38. So 38 minus 8. See where we got 38 now? Because we have taken out the last digit of 384. So we get 38 now. So 38 minus 8, it becomes 30. Now 30 is not divisible by 7 because 7 4s are 28 and 7 5s are 35. So 30 does not come in 7 table. So Johnny also doesn't get any gifts at stall number 7. So both of them are not going to get any gifts at stall number 7 because none of them are divisible by 7. So let's move on to stall number 8 now. It says the last 3 digits must be divisible by 8. It's a bit easier one. The last 3 digits must be divisible by 8. So what Ginny does now, she checks the last 3 digits. It is 0 4 5. But 0 is not counted as it is in the beginning of 0 4 5. So it is only 45. Now is 45 divisible by 8? No chance at all because 8 5s are 40 and 8 6s are 48. Now here, so she is not going to get any gifts at stall number 8 also. Now let's check with Johnny. Now Johnny has 840 as the last three digits. Now 840 is surely divisible by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 zeros are 0, and 8 fives are 40. So he will surely get the gifts at stall number 8 because his number is divisible by 8 because it follows the rule at that stall. Next, moving on to 9. The rule of 9 is similar to that of rule of 3. So here in this stall also you have to just add the digits and check whether it is divisible by 9 or not. Now Ginny started counting, so she got 18 as the sum of the digits. Now 18 is divisible by 9, so she surely gets a gift here now at stall 9. The same thing Johnny also tries, he also adds it and gets 15. Now 15 is not divisible by 9. So since it is not divisible by 9, so he is not getting any. Here we can see the same rule we are following for 3 and 9. In 3 also sum of the digits, in 9 also the sum of the digits. But here Ginny's coupon is divisible by 9 but Johnny's is not divisible by 9. Moving on, 10. In stall number 10, what is say? It must end with 0. Now let's check whether the coupon numbers are ending with 0 or not. As we know, the Ginny's coupon number is 9045 and the last digit is 5. So no chance. What about Johnny? The last digit is 0. Now since 0 is there, his number ends with 0. So surely he is going to get a gift at stall number 10. Now to the last stall. Stall number 11. The rule says first we have to add all the odd places numbers. Next you have to add all the even places and then you have to find the difference. If the difference is 0 or 11 or it can be divisible by 11 also, then only they will get gifts here. Now see what does that mean. Now the coupon number is 9045. Now sum of the odd places. Odd places doesn't mean we will add the odd numbers. Here odd places. We know the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. So here odd places mean first place, third place, fifth place, seventh place, like that. And even places mean second place, fourth place, sixth place, like that. So let's see the odd places. In odd places, in the first place we have 9, leaving 1 we have 4. So 9 plus 4, 13. Now even places 0 and 5, second place and fourth place. We have 0 and 5. So 0 plus 5 is 5. Now we have to find the difference. Now the difference is 8. Now 8 is not at all divisible by 11. So Ginny here also is not going to get any gifts. Now what about Johnny? The same thing. His odd places are 3 and 4. You can see that one after the other, 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4, 7. Even places, 8 plus 0 is 8. Subtract them. Now 7 minus 8 we can't do, so bigger minus smaller. We are just finding the gap between them. So 8 minus 7 becomes 1. Now 1 is also not divisible by 11. So he too doesn't get any gifts here. So next, let's compare their results now. So here Ginny with the coupon number 9045. Now let's check how many in which stalls she got the gifts and which stalls she did not get. Now the stall numbers are 1, 3, 5 and 9. In these 4 stalls only she got the gifts because her coupon number was divisible by 1, by 3, by 5 and by 9 only. And the coupon number was not divisible by 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 and 11. So in these 7 stalls she did not get any gifts. Now what about Johnny? Johnny has got more number of gifts than Ginny because his coupon number was divisible by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, 6, 8 and 10. All the 8. Now it was just not divisible by 7, 9 and 11. So in these 3 stalls he did not get any gifts, but the other 8 he got gifts. So here we can see in both the cases both of them have got the gifts at stall 1. That means we can say the rule for 1 is all the numbers are divisible by 1. Now let's revise it again. What are the rules? They have gone through all these stalls. Now the first one, number 1, it says any number is divisible means by 1 there is no test like that, every number is divisible by 1. Now for rule number 2, the number should end with a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. We have seen that. Next 3, the sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. 4, the last two digits should be divisible by 4. 5, the number must end with a 0 or 5, anything. Now 6, it should be divisible by both 2 and 3. So you have to keep in mind here, it should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Only 1 is not enough. Now that means it should be a double OK. As we have seen in Johnny's case, he got a double OK. So it is divisible by 6. Now the 7th one, the difference of twice the last digit and the remaining number must be divisible by 7. 8, the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. And 9, sum of the digits should be divisible by 9. 10, the number should only end with 0. That's the easiest one. And 11, we have to find the difference of the sum of the odd and the even places. And it should be divisible by 0 or 11. So it should be, it should be 0 or should be divisible by 11. So these are the tests from number 1 up to 11. Here the most important ones are 2, 3, 5, 9 and 11. 2, 3, 5, 9, 10 and 11 also. 10 is the easier one actually. So mostly we'll use 2, 3, 5, 9, 11. So we have to keep in mind this. Now, where do we apply these divisibility rules? Mostly it is applicable for finding the factors, for doing prime factorization, for finding out HCF and LCM, and most importantly simplifying the fractions. If you have fractions involving large numbers, you are not able to cancel them, divisibility rules will surely help you to cancel these numbers. So divisibility rule is one of the basics for factorization. Thank you and keep exploring.